What's up, guys? Welcome back to the stream. Yesterday I had a huge epiphany. Something that really was very helpful in my trading and analysis. Which I probably will make a video about. So right now, every hour we mark out the fair value gap to kind of give us the direction for that hour. Breaker structure there. Not a first presented fair value gap yet. This one's at 9:30. You could use that one, but I don't like to use those very much. I think we're going lower, personally. Just because we took out all this buy side with that move right there. Took all this buy side, and then we just rejected off of that. Oop. So we have yesterday's low as a target, and then we have two higher time frame sell sides down here. Friday also is a little tricky. So we'll be very in and out of the market and manage our risk a lot shorter. take a short, but I'm gonna put this stop loss very tight.
And let's get you some bed, Ma. Bravo. This is my stomach is cramping up so bad.
Here's a good chin. Here's a good chin.
Yeah, no, Nicky boy. Just in case you have any more poop, we don't want to get on data.
Tata. 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 Tissue poopers, poopers.
There's
Shoot.
your neck so bad.
Yeah, it's really weird. This is the worst it's ever been.
I gotta hit this pot.
You want to learn how to day trade? Yeah, do. Ooh. Yeah. Where's yours? Yeah. Where's yours? Okay. Allez voir ton frère. Allez voir ton frère Malachi. Brother mine. So right now we do have a break of structure towards the upside here. Honestly, should have went long there instead of trying to go short. So I recognized that and decided to take off my trade. But yeah, there was some long opportunities there. Just didn't execute.
Wait, 9:15? Yep,
That's
9:15. He can be there. Wonderful, thank you. Appreciate it. You too. 9:15. Half an hour.
Okay.
Well, it's still that not going for
Yeah, so gonna let this kind of play out a little bit more. See what it does, wants to do, but
Sorry. Whoops.
is it under my chair? One thing I recognized that actually brought a lot of confluence, more something to give you more confidence in the trade. So if we look at every kind of like macro, right, at 7 o'clock or at 6 o'clock or at whatever time frame you're trading, let's say 6 to stake the 6 and 7. In the first 10 minutes, usually a fair value gap forms. Actually, every time it usually does. Even though this one traded outside of the lines a little bit, this is non-farm payroll week, so that does happen. Let's see, what time is this? Oh, this is 5:09. So let's see. So we would look at the first presented fair value gap. Let's see, at 5. As you can see, price when it trades below it, like it comes up into it, it sold off here. We had it juggle around it, come up back into it, treated it as reversion or inversion, and then we sold off of that to that minor sell side here. You can also do that for like the 6th hour, like for 6 o'clock. We usually have that power of 3 dip below, so 6 o'clock starts. We dip below before heading higher. So we got the dip below, break above. We treated it as inversion, fair value gap, and then we continued higher throughout the around 6:30. And the cool thing is that you sometimes these ones affect the next hour. I haven't tested it as far as like future hours, but usually I do the last hour can affect the first hour or the next hour. So if we look at 7, we'll look for the first position for value gap here, right here. And this one has 2, so you have the one from last hour that traded perfectly into it, and then the one from this hour that it filled in before heading lower, lower, and lower. And if we look at 8 o'clock, See, as scalpers, we want to know what um the 1 hour, where the 1 hour is gonna go. As a scalper, if you can predict where the 1 hour is gonna go, you're doing good. So we have, this one was a little bit wonky. You didn't really have any setup here, but it is non-farm payroll, but that would be your first. Or no, that one would be your first. So as you can see, we had it come back into it. If you took a trade there, you would have seen all that rejection. But of course, like, you do not want to trade at that time because of news catalyst. So you would have been definitely, it'd been too risky. You might not even got stopped out, even though it went there. So yeah, that one. Looking at the 9 or 8 o'clock to the 10 to 8 to like the first 10 minutes of the hour, finding a fair value gap actually really can give you a bias as far as where price is likely to go. Even this right here. So we had one come up, sold off, take profit there at that low. And then we treated it as inversion here on this candle. Of course, it's a bit sloppy because it's the 9 o'clock. And you have opening bell and manipulation and all that stuff. But yeah, the 1 hours are definitely ones that I like to use. They're really nice. All right, so we had buy side up here is pretty much the only thing I could say, but no, there's buy side here and here, so two swing highs. We are trading in this 4 hour fair value gap here. Let's see what we do. We might, our draw might be up here until we reverse it. So this is the 15-minute fair value gap. It's accompanied by a reclamation block here. So if I think we'll draw up into that fair value gap and then see if we can start heading lower. On the 4 hour, let's look actually at the daily. See, we are getting a lot of good, this might be a swing low here. It looks like it has been struggling for some time to break lower through that sell side. So this might be an area where we could turn around and start reversing up to like this gap up here. We do have a couple gaps like this one down here that's never been ran through, and then we have, yeah, that's it. That's the only one. We do have some down here, of course, but we'll see if we can get up into this around 10 o'clock and then see the first presented fair value gap at 10 o'clock. Around the 10 o'clock to 10:10. See if we can find a trade. Mm-hmm. Right now we're just waiting probably until 10 before we start to trade. So we have one standard deviation from this swing here. Where we can predict a small pullback can form from there. And then we're also trading into order block. What is this? Hey, thank you.
You don't have to eat. I'll take it.
Oh, I said thank you.
Oh, you're welcome.
Yeah. Alright, guys. Today there was a lot going on in my household, so unfortunately I wasn't able to really look at and execute at some of these areas, but um, that's okay. I have an appointment I gotta go to, but we didn't really get any trade today. We did take a short here for like $3. Never let it play out. And then we did take a short here for minus 15. Didn't let that play out either. Or I mean, I just took it off because I just didn't like the way price action was. So, but yeah, there are some opportunities definitely today to get in some trades. We had the break of structure here, break of structure here, and you could have easily used that fair value gap after the break of structure if you wanted to take a long. And then target, like, just below that order block there if you wanted to. The next trade that you could have taken as it hit that order block, because this swing low, it took out these lows here. That swing low took out a low. So this one, you're going to have rejection off of it before it's willing to go higher. Because this is a strong low because it took out a previous low. So, I'm sorry, this is a stronger swing. So because it took out that previous low, so we should see some rejection, even if it's for like a short-term period, into a discount. Did that, and then you could look at buying because of this swing here took out, had the shift of structure here, here, and here. So I had some shift of structure here, here. It took out these two as well. So this swing here is a strong swing. So we could use this order block or that. I think this was highlighted, the 9 o'clock fair value gap, as it delivered to that area pretty nicely. As you can see by the tick to right into the consequent encroachment of that fair value gap. And then we drove price higher. At this point in time, we'd like to see it start reaching for those highs. We might get a failure to do so, but if we get a failure to shift structure here, if we get a shift of structure here, then we can start looking for it to go target that yesterday low, and then maybe the higher time frame sell side. But it's a Friday, so it might not want to move there and wait for next week to target a significant low or significant buy side. So that's what we're looking at for the rest of the day, kind of my analysis for the rest of the day. But yeah, hopefully you guys are able to place some trades on and stay profitable.